in the morning. It is a Thursday morning. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We're going to get into all of that in just a little bit, including checking in with Gene Brister. Right now, we got some birthdays. We got the big shot birthdays today, December 8th. Singer Jerry Butler. He's 83 years old today. Flute player, never heard of him. But hey, James Galway, 83. I've not been a big fan of flutes. Drummer Bobby Elliott, he was with the Hollies. He's 81 years old today. Mary Woronov of Eating Rowell and the Munsters, all those exciting movies. She's 79 today. John Rubinstein, he was in Family, Crazy Like a Fox. He was in a movie called Zachariah. I was in that movie as well. I was an extra. He was the star. Yeah, very nice guy. 76 years old today. Actor Kim Basinger is 69. Guitarist Warren Cucurulo, Duran Duran Missing Persons, 66 years old today. Played guitar with those people. Guitarist Phil Collin of Def Leppard is 66. Guitarist Marty Friedman of Megadeth is 60 years old today. Actress Terry Hatcher, she's 58. She was Lois Lane on TV. Actor David Harwood was in Supergirl and Homeland. He's 57. Sinead O'Connor, whatever happened to Sinead? She's 56 today. Actor Matthew Labertow of Little House on the Prairie is 56, and those are the big shot birthdays. We'll have the local people coming up next.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Happy birthday this morning going out to Charlene and Casey Ruiz, their siblings, Jeff Wilson, Luis Perez, Jorge Laguna, Donna Dickerson, Clarissa Perez, Leslie Solano, Steve Wong, Mario Vasquez, Alyssa Brazuela, Erica Perez, Eduardo Moreno, Margie Madueño, Clarissa Navarrete, Debbie Pritting, Dorothy Wolf. We have Erica Beltran, Irma Saucedo, Marian Taylor, Lily Rodriguez, Maria Aguilar, and Alyssa Carrillo. Happy birthday to each and every one. And that's our birthday. You know anybody on that list, Gene? You knew a few of them.
Yeah, just a few.
All the Perez's.
Yes.
There's a lot of Perez's on that list.
Well, it's kind of like Smith, you know?
I guess it was. I didn't know anybody on that one. I think Margie Madueño, I think she's related to somebody I know, but other than that.
Yeah, that's what that reminded me the same.
Anyway, are you ready for almost a weekend?
Yeah, almost on Thursday.
Well, we're closing in.
Yeah, we're closing in.
We got new holiday events every day.
We do.
And we'll have some more of those.
Some more to come.
Yes, and we'll be announcing and talking about some of those later on. Right now, we're almost ready for the World California News headlines. You ready for that?
I'm ready if you are, George.
We'll do that in just a minute.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Okay, Gene, I don't know if this is what was stuck in your mind as well. Margie Madueño, she is Eddie Madueño's wife.
That's what I wondered.
I think I just called and wanted to make sure everybody knew that. But I thought that who she was, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to say the wrong thing.
Medueno is not a real common name.
No, it's not. And Eddie is probably the most famous Medueno around.
Yeah.
Former police chief for the city of El Centro.
That's right.
Now retired.
Retired.
Retired. He's just a smart man. Anyway, I'm ready to go with the World and California News headlines. Let's jump into that.
All right, I'm ready.
It is brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. Brittany Griner is a free woman today. She was released from prison in Russia as part of an exchange for convicted arms dealer Victor Boot. The WNBA's wife, Sherelle, spoke at the White House.
I'm just standing here overwhelmed with emotions, but the most important emotion that I have right now is just sincere gratitude.
CBS's Tina Kraus.
Sources tell CBS News the high-stakes swap happened today at a neutral location in the United Arab Emirates that both the U.S. and Russia had agreed on.
In a joint statement, the United Arab Emirates president and Saudi's crown prince say they led the mediation efforts. While Griner is due back in the U.S. in 24 hours, retired U.S. Marine Paul Whelan is still imprisoned in Russia. President Biden.
We'll keep negotiating in good faith for Paul's release. I guarantee that. I say that to the family. I guarantee you.
Griner arrested last February on drug charges. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. A former Theranos executive convicted of fraud and conspiracy sentenced to nearly 13 years behind bars. Sonny Mawani found guilty on 12 counts in July. An appeal is coming.
We've seen a preview of the issues that Holmes intends to raise on appeal, and I would imagine that Mawani's lawyers would raise not only those issues, which are numerous, but that they have some of their own ideas about what should be appealed as well.
Legal analyst Dean Johnson. Theranos dissolved after making false claims over the development of a blood-related medical device. Founder Elizabeth Holmes sentenced to 11 years in prison 3 weeks ago. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy meets with President Biden about removing the COVID vaccine mandate for military service members.
The NDA, the National Defense Authorization Act, is up for renewal. And you know what happened? I told the president we wouldn't pass it unless we lifted this mandate.
McCarthy also saying he told the president to rehire military members forced to leave over the mandate. Jeff Scott, California News.
And your World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to Kxo AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
And it is time for page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. With page one of the local news, here's Gene Brister.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, officer-involved shooting. We have an update. George Gale has the story.
Sheriff's deputies had been called to the 1900 block of Holt Avenue in Sealy. They responded to the report of an individual taking out a rifle and threatening a person or the person reporting the incident. Deputies arrived to see the man enter the house. They encountered the suspect at the rear of the house and informed dispatch the man was resisting arrest. Taser was used, but to no avail. A suspect continued to resist and reportedly struck a deputy in the head with a blunt object. At that point, another deputy shot the suspect, since identified as 28-year-old Antonio Quintero Gomez. The suspect was later pronounced dead by county fire personnel. Deputy who fired the shot, who has not been identified, has been removed from duty while on an investigation is conducted. Officials say that is normal protocol. Investigators recovered a replica pellet rifle at the scene. 2 deputies were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The incident remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And in other local news, a reminder for residents: the tax collector says the first installment of real property taxes is coming due. The Treasurer Tax Collector says the first installment of real property taxes will become delinquent if they are not paid by 5 p.m. on December 12th. That's this coming Monday. Karen Bogle says the payment must be in her office by 5 p.m. or bear a postmark of December 12th of 2022. Be advised, online payments may be made until 11:45 p.m. December 12th. Delinquent parcels will receive a 10% penalty effective December the 13th. Property owners who have paid their taxes through impound accounts but have recently refinanced or paid off their home loans should be aware that they may now be responsible for paying the property tax bills themselves. KXO News Time coming up to 7:44.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Continuing with more local news, Santa's local workshop is in the news this morning. George Gale has more.
It is the second annual Santa's Local Workshop tree lighting ceremony. It's being presented by the Chamber of Commerce for the Greater Brawley. There'll be 40 food and gift vendors on site. Snow petting zoo, ugly Christmas sweater contest, pictures with Santa and the Grinch. It all happens this evening from 5 to 9 p.m. on Main Street and Plaza Park in Brawley. Everyone is encouraged to attend. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
And Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And it's time for Page 2 of the local news. With Page 2, here again is Gene.
Well, in other local news, California Highway Patrol for Kids a Toy Drive. George Gale filed this story.
It is underway. CHP is receiving toy donations to be delivered to the less fortunate children in the county. To donate, take a new unwrapped toy to the CHP office in Imperial or drop it off at Walgreens in El Centro. Walgreens is located at the corner of Imperial and Main. Donations are being accepted until Friday, December 16th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
2023 Imperial Valley Martin Luther King Jr. Stone of Hope awardees. The Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Committee has announced the winners, the 10 individuals being recognized for how their efforts in the Imperial Valley closely embodies the community service of the late civil rights leader, Martin Luther King Jr. The Stone of Hope Award is presented annually and is considered Imperial County's preeminent multicultural award event. The 2023 honorees include Victor Carrillo and John Moreno, the iconic voices of the Calexico Bulldog Radio, Lola Shambi, a faithful servant of her church and community, Mariano Piñado, a recipient of the Milan Mays Fellowship, Caden Amare Beasley, a recipient of the Presidential Award for Academic Excellence, Alexandra Hart, known for her jewelry and metal sculpture and her commitment to social responsibility, Danny Santillan, a community activist, also Sandra Cofford, a long-time educator in Imperial Valley, Mary Turner, a gifted artist and entrepreneur, Lenore Johnson, a superintendent, president of Imperial Valley College, and Gregorio Ponce, a longtime professor at San Diego State Imperial Valley and IVC. The awards ceremony will be on January 28th at La Resaca in El Centro. In other local news, health officials recommend vaccinations. George Gale filed this story.
And there is a vaccination clinic scheduled for today in El Centro at the El Centro Elementary School District Flu and COVID-19 Vaccination Clinic. That's what it's called. It's be held at the Wilson Junior High School Gymnasium this afternoon from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. The flu vaccine is for 6 months and older. COVID vaccine is for 5 years of age and older. There will be a small fee for the flu vaccine. COVID vaccine is absolutely free. Walk-ins are welcome, or you can pre-register online at myturn.ca.gov. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Here's George Gale with the weather update.
The high temperature yesterday, 69 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 43. National Weather Service says sunshine returns to the desert Southwest today. Quiet weather will continue through at least Saturday, along with a slightly cooler than normal temperatures. A powerful early winter storm will then develop over the west by Sunday and Monday. Clouds will increase and precipitation is likely to form late Sunday through early Tuesday in the form of rain on the desert floor mixing with snow over the mountains. Much colder air will filter over the area. Behind this system, freezing temperatures are becoming more likely across a large portion of the lower desert by the middle of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 67. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 41. West to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, sunny skies. Highs right near 67. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 42 degrees, 67% the relative humidity.
Don't worry about a Christmas gift for the family back east because the Peanut Patch is here. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. A great variety of gift packs that you can ship anywhere in the universe to your friends and loved ones. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. You'll find homemade chocolates. You'll find fresh English toffee made from scratch. Pecan turtles made from scratch. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. And again, they have their own post office. They will ship anywhere. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, how do you get there? Well, Google the Peanut Patch in Yuma, and you'll get directions. It's easy. and you're going to love spending some time at the Peanut Patch looking around. Find them on the web, the World Wide Web, thepeanutpatch.com. That's thepeanutpatch.com.
And it's time for Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Top story in sports, of course, Russia has freed Brittany Griner in a dramatic high-level prisoner exchange that brings the WNBA star back to the United States after almost 10 months detention, still in flight. That's a long flight from Russia. So she'll be landing later this morning. In the NBA, there was a few games played. The Magic beat the Clippers in overtime, 116-111. Nets over the Hornets, 122-116. Knicks beat the Hawks, 113-89. Raptors got by the Lakers, 126-113. Bulls beat the Wizards, 115-111. Grizzlies over the Thunder, 123-102. Bucks beat the Kings, 126-113. Timberwolves over the Pacers, 121-115. Pelicans beat the Pistons, 104-98. Jazz got by the Warriors, 124-123. Shocked the heck out of the Warriors. The Celtics beat the Suns by a score of 125-98.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And at the World Cup, the round of 16 is over. They are getting ready for the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals start tomorrow with Croatia at Brazil, Netherlands at Argentina. On Saturday, the quarterfinals wrap up with Morocco at Portugal and England at France. In the NFL, we've got Thursday night football tonight. It's Raiders football. Raiders taking on the Rams. That game this evening on FM 107.5, the Raiders station for the Imperial Valley. Sunday football, it's the Sunday night football on KXO AM 1230. Dolphins at the Chargers. Monday night football will feature the Patriots and the Cardinals. That will also be heard on KXO AM 1230. And the Red Sox spending a bit of money. They've signed a 5-year deal with Masataka Yoshida, where it's a 5-year, $90 million contract. Padres signed another big one as Xander Bogaerts, shortstop. Padres agreed with a 11-year, $280 million contract. Bogaerts will be playing shortstop for the Padres. Kim will move to second base. Cronenworth will move to first base, and Tatis, when he comes back, he'll be playing the outfield. Phillies take Noah Song in the Rule 5 draft. Thad Ward, number 1, went to the Nationals. And the Chicago Cubs, a radio voice, Pat Hughes, is the winner of the Frick Award. Frick Award is like the Hall of Fame award for baseball announcers. Congratulations to him. That's a look at sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
It's our 24-hour gift to you. The magic of Christmas, an Imperial Valley tradition on AM 1230. The magic of Christmas captures the feeling of this special time of year. The magic of Christmas, beginning at noon Christmas Eve and continuing through noon Christmas Day. Presented by
Burgers and Beer, El Serapi Restaurant, Imperial Valley Drug-Free Coalition, and the UPS Store.
Join us on AM 1230 and feel the magic of Christmas.
The magic of Christmas.
And the financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Stocks opened higher this morning as the S&P 500 attempted to break a 5-day losing streak, and Wall Street evaluated the likelihood of a recession ahead. Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 235 points, or 0.7%, bolstered by gains from Chevron and Boeing. S&P 500 added 0.7%, while the NASDAQ Composite traded 0.9% higher. We got your weather coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The high temperature yesterday, 69 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 43. National Weather Service says sunny skies expected today. Highs right near 67. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 41. West and northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunny on Friday. Highs right near 67. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 42 degrees, 67% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is good throughout the region. Financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, Christmas is one of the most important times of the year for us. It's a time for us to stop and give thanks for our blessings and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Let the spirit of love gently fill our hearts and homes. In this loveliest of seasons, may you find many reasons for happiness. Wishing you and your family health, happiness, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and in the coming new year. From your Burgers and Beer family.
And we are coming up on 8 o'clock, CBS News at 8 o'clock, 6 minutes of news and information. We're going to find out what the heck is going on out there now. We'll be back in here for more of the best oldies on the radio.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Steve Kathan. American basketball star Brittany Griner has been freed in a prisoner exchange with Russia.
She's safe. She's on a plane.
President Biden celebrated the news alongside Brittany Griner's wife, Sherelle, who told reporters her family is now whole.
I'm going to smile right now.
The deal to return Griner was a one-for-one swap for the convicted arms dealer known in law enforcement circles as the Merchant of Death. Victor Boot was convicted of conspiring to sell AK-47s that would have been used to kill American drug agents. Still left behind in Russia, retired Marine Paul Whelan, convicted of espionage charges that the U.S. calls false. Mr. Biden said the U.S. informed the Whelan family in advance of the announcement of Griner's release.
And my thoughts and prayers are with them today. They have to have such mixed emotions today.
In a statement, the Whelan family called the news a catastrophe for Paul. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, Washington.
New York's Chuck Schumer has been reelected as Senate Democratic leader. Democrats will have 51 seats in the next Senate. Illinois Senator Tammy Duckworth introducing legislation requiring the FAA to rethink its review of airline seat sizes. She tells CBS News tight quarters on most commercial flights has compromised safety.
Airlines are traveling now with just about every seat filled. You can't just
practice evacuating an aircraft that is only 30% full, because that's not the way commercial aviation looks today.
The House is voting today on the bill to protect same-sex and interracial marriages. There are signs what's been called a triple-demic is taking shape, with cases of COVID, flu, and RSV on the rise. CBS's Carter Evans reports many hospitals are dealing with a surge in patients.
The ER is inundated with cases, and people are being hospitalized.
In Los Angeles County, COVID cases have soared 75% in just the last week. Douglas Chiriboga is a family medicine doctor, and he says the implications are clear.
Should there be another mandate in LA County? I think there should be, and I think eventually we're all going to have that mask mandated.
Doctors say all three of the now prevalent viral infections sweeping the country could be slowed by mask wearing.
Iran says it executed a prisoner convicted for a crime allegedly committed during the country's ongoing nationwide protests. It's the first such death penalty carried out by Tehran. It's a brighter, warmer day for people in central North Carolina who've got electricity and heat back after several days without.
I've never been so happy to see electricity in my life.
And investigators are vowing to make arrests for the two attacks on substations. Shots were fired at one power installation in South Carolina. It was witnessed by a utility crew. There was no damage. Wall Street, the Dow is up 240. This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need to know what it takes for a home loan to fit your budget and your family? Rocket can. And Doug.
Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it.
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
When you work in the kitchen, what you cook often ends up on your clothes. I used to add a little extra bargain detergent on all my stains. But then I realized, is it really a bargain if I have to use more? Now I use Tide Simply. One cap is all you need to deal with tough stains and odors. Best of all, it works on a line cook's budget too. And just like this line cook, Tide Simply gets the job done. Table 10 up.
Tide Simply. Tough on stains, easy on your wallet.
Russia's relations with the West have only worsened because of the war in Ukraine. CBS's Imtiaz Tayyab has the latest snapshot from the war.
The battle for Bakhmut is brutal. Russian forces are reportedly losing up to 100 soldiers a day here. Ukrainians are also taking heavy losses as the fight for the strategic eastern region only intensifies. But at a small cemetery in the Kyiv suburb of Bucha, which is still haunted by the atrocities committed here by Russian forces, a solemn service for soldiers who've paid the ultimate price.
A new study is reassuring for women who are taking hormone-blocking pills after a breast cancer diagnosis and want a pregnancy. It finds they can take a 2-year break from those drugs without raising short-term risk of cancer coming back. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Attention all business owners who rent or lease space, including storage space. Stop wasting your money paying someone else for your space. You can now save a ton of money and own your own building with the incredible end-of-the-year sale prices from General Steele. That's right, start saving money every month on renting space from others. Just call 888-74-STEEL to see how General Steele can help you save money. Our 50-year structural warranty buildings are custom designed for your needs and save you a ton of money. Call 888-74-STEEL.
Take it from a successful entrepreneur. If you need to expand or start a new business, you need General Steele.
Great team and the competitive pricing is the reason I went with General Steele.
Call 888-74-STEEL now, and you can get any of our popular quick construction structures, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 clear span building at end of the year savings. Call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-747-8335. 888-74-STEEL.
You've got George Gale.
I'm sexy and I know it.
The best oldies on the radio.
12:30.